Hi Jake, thanks for joining me in the Reading office today. And where's time gone? It seemed it was only yesterday we were sat in Caversham discussing the market with Reading Festival about to be set up in the peak of summer.
Yeah, the year has certainly flown by. We've seen a lot of changes in that time to the sales and the lettings market as well.
Indeed, and I'm looking forward to discussing it today.
So Harry, when we last spoke, we mentioned about the gulf between the supply and the demand. Now, what we've seen over the past few months is there have been a lot of newer properties coming onto the market. So there have been a few more properties for those tenants to be able to secure. We have still seen trends that potentially there aren't as many as we would be hoping for, but we have definitely seen the two ends coming much closer together.
Absolutely, and the same with sales. We saw a very pragmatic few months with the September mini-budget announcement causing a little bit of chaos within the market, but the November shortly following after, that mini-budget kind of brought a bit more buyer confidence and lender stability back into the market, bringing us a bit more of a normality, taking us slightly back towards that 18-19 market in a way. Following on from COVID, we saw interest rates drop massively to kind of below 2%. Which was never going to last a lifetime. It will always go back to where we are now, heading back into a more of a normality. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the same with lettings, but there is still fluctuations within the market. Houses have always been excellent sellers, but we have seen a slight difficulty with the flats within the town centre achieving maximum market values, but I think it's different for lettings.
Yeah, and just to touch on that point as well, what we've seen is a number of sellers potentially where there have been fragilities in the sales market. What they've been able to do is capitalise on the strength of the lettings market. As you mentioned, some of those sort of town centre apartments, maybe where the vendors aren't achieving where they would have hoped at the moment, they are able to get premium rental prices because of the introduction of the Elizabeth line, as we touched on in the summer. That's now up and running and offers commuters great accessibility links into local business parks. So Reading Town Centre is certainly a great place to have an investment property, and we have seen a number of people looking to dip their toe into the lettings market just while they gain a bit of confidence in the sales market.
Absolutely, absolutely. And even across our offices in Reading, Caversham, Woodley, Earley and Twyford, we've seen a great array of buyers, from your first time buyers to downsizers, movers out of London, but a real spark in investment buyers. And I know you touch upon that on a weekly basis, but what have you seen dealing within that investment market kind of as a whole?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do our investment hub at 3 PM on a Wednesday, where we look at what we've got available on the market, which ones are going to be suitable investments. And I think where we've seen that mortgage rates come to some sort of a stability around about that sort of 4.5% mark, I think investors are starting to gain a little bit more confidence, understanding where their money's going to lie. And on a weekly basis, we'll touch on what the best yields are available, if something's available with no onward chain, where the good investment points are on each property, and helping especially those first-time investors really get their foot into the market and understand the benefits of purchasing an investment property.
No, of course, and I think that also links on to the social media campaigns that we've been running recently that are really helping those buyers and sellers to get an extra exposure into markets that we haven't delved into before. One major campaign coming up is Boxing Day, which you may have seen a few sneak peeks coming in and around on socials of properties going live on the Boxing Day launch. I know from the sales aspect across our offices, we have got a lot of properties looking to enter the market, but also to change the marketing strategics on Boxing Day. Is that the same with lettings?
Yeah, we've got a couple of Boxing Day campaigns ready to go live. Obviously, as you mentioned, capitalising on one of Rightmove's busiest days of the year. And we find it's a great way to finish 2020, give yourself a good kickstart into the market, leading on to 2023, and hopefully have that as a really exciting year in both markets. What are you expecting of 2023 moving forwards, obviously, once we've had that Boxing Day campaign?
I think it'd be very different to what we saw for the last quarter of 2022, with a lot of fluctuations and chaos within the market. I think we'll see a lot more stability coming in, as you mentioned, with rates simmering around 4.5 to 5% and linking back to that 2018-2019 market. We are going to see more stability and a casual flow of properties being bought and sold throughout all of our offices in 2023, and I presume it's very similar with the lettings market heading into on a strong point.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping to see a lot more stock coming to the market, and with buyer confidence increasing, I'm hoping to see a lot more new investors or portfolio landlords expanding, helping us bring those stock levels up and having a really exciting new year.
Absolutely. And I think one thing that is helping those first-time buyers and especially first-time investors is Park is having the exposure to mortgage advisors, solicitors and surveyors that can help guide them along the process into purchasing, whether it's the first home, second home or first investment. It's always good to have that in the back pocket.
Absolutely, and having contacts here and professionals who can help you along your way is the best way to get your journey started in the market.
Well, it's still hard to believe 2022 is coming to an end, but an exciting year ahead with 2023 coming up very shortly, and hopefully our next chat will be somewhere a little bit warmer.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Merry Christmas and have a lovely New Year.
Thank you.